Welcome to Math and Physics for Everyone. This channel aims to provide high quality educational content delivered in a lecture format, similar to what you'd receive in college. I'm an assistant professor of mathematics at a local state college, and these are the outlines I develop for my students to encourage or promote understanding rather than memorization. So we'll briefly discuss the definition of an angle, especially from a trigonometry perspective, along with different units of measurement for angles and how to convert between them, such as degrees, arcminutes, and arcseconds. First, an angle is best described as a fraction of a circle or an amount of rotation. So for instance, if someone asks you to describe 45 degrees, well, I would see it as a fraction or compare it to 360 degrees. Notice the units cancel. The fraction simplifies to 1 over 8. So 45 degrees represents 1/8 of a complete rotation, or 1/8 of a circle. So whatever this length is here, the length of this arc, it's 1/8 of the circumference. Now notice I could also have a smaller circle, and so I would also have a smaller circumference. So yes, I have a smaller arc generated by my 45 degrees, but it's still 1/8 of my tiny circle. So you need to understand that an angle is a fraction of a circle. I wouldn't describe an angle as a length. They're two separate things. So this amount of rotation, I'm not going to call it a distance or a length. It's a fraction of my circle, but it gives rise or carves out this arc length. Now, I could also break 1 degree into 60 equal pieces, so even smaller units. So 1 degree, some people informally call it an arc hour. So 1 degree, or quote unquote arc hour, is 60 arc minutes. Likewise, 1 arc minute can be further divided into 60 equal pieces. So 1 arc minute is 60 arc seconds. So if I want to use this relationship to convert from one unit to another, I write them as fractions. So let's do an example. So suppose I'd like to convert the following angle in degrees to arc minutes and arc seconds. So here's my angle, 54.27 degrees. Now what you do is you break it apart. I have 54 whole degrees plus a fraction of a degree. Now I'd like to express this entire angle as degrees, arc minutes, and arc seconds. So I convert. So multiply by a fraction. The unit I want to cancel goes on the bottom. My desired unit goes on top. So again, there's 1 degree to every 60 arc minutes. So this is 54 degrees plus, when you multiply 0.27 times 60, you get 16.2 arc minutes. Now break it apart one more time. 54 degrees, 60 whole arc minutes, plus a fraction of an arc minute. Okay, now I play the same game. I'd like to convert my arc minutes to arc seconds. Multiply by a fraction. This is called a conversion factor. The unit I'd like to cancel goes on the bottom. Desired unit on top. Now I just need the numbers in the correct place. 1 arc minute to every 60 arc seconds. Units cancel. 0.2 times 60 is 12. So I'll finally write 54 degrees, 16 minutes, and 12 seconds. Okay. Oh, and as we progress, notice how to save time, I just say minutes and seconds. But these are not units of time. These are units of angle. Also notice how we we just leave out the plus signs in the end. Okay. You don't have to, but great. So let's see if we can work in reverse. So what if we're given an answer formatted like this in degrees, arc minutes, and arc seconds, and we want to convert it entirely to degrees? Okay. So here's the next example. So again, here's my given angle, 35 degrees, 82 minutes, 94 seconds. Notice if we're working backwards, we want to start putting those plus signs. Or maybe I'll just do it in the next line. Now, I want to take my 82 minutes and convert it to degrees. So convert. I'll have the desired unit goes on top. The unit I'd like to cancel goes on the bottom. 1 degree, or some people jokingly call it an arc hour, 1 degree to every 60 arc minutes. Okay. Cancel. So I get 35 degrees plus, what's 82 divided by 60? I'll round that to about 1.37 degrees. Oh, but we still need to convert the 94. So if I take the 94 arc seconds, I need to convert that to degrees. I'll say there's 60 arc seconds to every 1 arc minute. And then finally, so these units cancel, I can say there's 60 arc minutes to 1 degree. Notice my units cancel. So then I get 94 divided by 60 divided by 60. I'm just going to round to the first 2 non-zero digits. So I'll get 0.026. Perfect. Now I add these all together. And I get about 36.40 degrees. Okay. So that's how you convert from degrees, Arcminutes, Arcseconds to full degrees, and vice versa. So thank you for joining me, and I look forward to providing more content for you.